Hey everyone, welcome to another science lesson video recap. Today we're going to be discussing the nervous and endocrine systems. Our lesson goals are to identify the major structures and functions of the nervous system, to analyze how sensory receptors communicate with the brain in response to stimuli, to examine the major structures and functions of the endocrine system, and analyze how negative feedback works in the endocrine system. Our lesson question is, how does the body respond to stimuli? The nervous system allows the body to respond to stimuli inside and outside of the body. If the body needs water, the part of the brain that senses thirst is activated. If the body senses an object coming toward it, it activates muscles to move the body out of harm's way. Now, there are two parts of the nervous system: the central nervous system, which is the part of the nervous system that includes the brain and the spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system, which is the part of the nervous system that is outside of the brain and the spinal cord. Now, a neuron is a nerve cell and is a specialized cell that generates and conducts electrical impulses throughout the body. Neurons carry information from one part of the body to another. A dendrite is the part of the neuron that receives information from other neurons, muscles, or glands. A gland is a structure that produces substances that the body uses. The axon carries information away from the cell body, and axon terminals carry information to other neurons, muscles, or glands. Information enters the neuron through the dendrites. Information passes through the cell body to the axon and the axon terminals, and information leaves the neuron through the axon terminals, and it is passed on to a neuron, muscle, or a gland. The five sense organs have receptors that receive stimuli from the environment and pass on this information to neurons. The eye receives light stimuli, the tongue receives taste stimuli, the skin receives temperature, pain, and pressure stimuli, the nose receives smell stimuli, and the ear receives sound stimuli. A sensory neuron carries information from these sense organs to the spinal cord and the brain. An interneuron carries information between a sensory neuron and a motor neuron. And a motor neuron carries information from the brain or spinal cord to muscles and glands. A reflex is an involuntary automatic response to a stimulus, such as touching a hot object and it's causing your hand to pull away really quickly, and that is an involuntary reflex. The information from stimuli is processed by the brain and can result in a behavior and or create a memory. The endocrine system keeps the body healthy by producing hormones that control how cells or organs function. A hormone is a substance produced by the endocrine system that is released into the bloodstream, and hormones travel to cells and organs where they are used to maintain homeostasis. The hypothalamus is the part of the brain that helps regulate the endocrine system. The pituitary gland regulates growth, water balance, and blood pressure. The pituitary gland is controlled by the hypothalamus, and the thyroid controls metabolism, and the thymus helps children develop strong immune systems. The pancreas helps control the amount of sugar in the blood. Adrenal glands help the body respond to emergency events, and the testes are a pair of male reproductive organs that produce sperm and hormones, and the ovaries are a pair of organs in the female abdomen that produce eggs and hormones. Positive feedback is a type of feedback in which a system is triggered to produce an output, and positive feedback triggers the pituitary gland to stimulate the thyroid gland to help regulate metabolism. Negative feedback is a type of feedback in which the output of a system is reduced. Negative feedback stops the production of hormones produced by the pituitary and thyroid glands. This brings us back to our lesson question of how does the body respond to stimuli? The functions performed by the central nervous system and peripheral nervous system help a body to respond to stimuli. Neurons throughout the body sense stimuli and help the body respond to changes in the environment and within the body. Signals are sent from the neurons, and the body's different structures respond to that stimuli. Now, that is it for today, guys. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out on Google Classroom, and we'll see you guys soon.